Chapter 46. Humility. The farmer and his wife made a face when their neighbor was mentioned, saying, "We don't see too much of them. They feel they're too good for us." Now this farmer came from a fine family. His father had been one of the wealthiest men of the county and a big landowner. But the farmer, now nearing retirement age, was only a renter, and a poor one at that. Apart from his car and some furniture, he had nothing to show for a lifetime of work. His neighbor? Here was a man of very poor background who had worked for years at 2 jobs, and whose wife had worked also in order to buy and pay for a very fine and large acreage. It was and is a showpiece in his area. Every child had been put through college, given a good start in life, and while not in all ways pleasing to their parents, were and still are all good, hard-working people. The first farmer was right. His neighbors are too good to associate with him. After 40 years, he is still making the same mistakes, still bull-headed and unwilling to learn, a very difficult man to get along with. But he doesn't think so. He has often said, and still says, "This is a democracy, and every man is as good as the next one." This was his problem, no humility, and therefore no ability to learn. Solomon twice declares, "Before honor is humility," Proverbs 15:33 and 18:12. That is, before a man can gain honor, there must be humility. A man cannot learn if he always justifies himself. Bernard Baruch, as a young man, tried again and again to make a fortune speculating on the market. He postponed marrying, worked hard, saved his money, and invested it, hoping to strike it rich, and only to be cleaned out each time. Not until he stopped blaming the market, or the big boys, and asked himself, "I did wrong, now where was I wrong, and how can I correct it?" did he begin to accumulate his great fortune. Before honor, progress, or learning, there must be humility, and in these days we can certainly use a little more humility on all sides. Some men are better than others, and there are none of us who cannot afford to learn a little and grow much in wisdom and understanding.